Hi, welcome to City Country 6 Podcast. This is where you get to hear inside conversations between city and country about life, kids, womanhood, culture, black southern things. Eavesdrop in on our phone conversations to laugh, cry, amen, disagree, and agree with your bi-weekly dose of what did I just listen to? Let's listen in on this week's most recent phone call of differences.
Hello, hello.
Hey,
How are you?
girl, I ain't
What
gonna
happened
hold you. I am not gonna hold you.
What's wrong?
Today has been one of them days.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
What
the
happened?
story. But first, are you okay? Are you all right? Are you good?
Yeah, I'm fine. What's
You
wrong?
sure? You good? Okay. All right. I'm gonna get
I'm
to the
afraid. I'm
topic.
afraid.
Go
I'm
ahead.
very afraid.
I'm I'm gonna keep this as rated G as possible.
Oh, it
Ooh.
has ratings. Nobody mentions ratings unless they're needed. Like when they're rated like G and PG, nobody even mentions the ratings until they get to R.
Yeah, that's when they look.
Okay. Uh-oh.
This week's been a week. Like it's been a constant. I don't went and swiped my card twice at the dentist.
Yay, give her a hand clap.
No, let's not. My mouth hurts now. So if I sound
I'm
a little
sorry.
funny, and it's not all she did was a filling, like 3
Just
fillings.
one?
No,
Oh,
3.
three.
It was 3. But and 2 of them had to be like redone because get fillings when you're
Ooh.
like a kid, and then you might have
Yeah,
issues.
I'm not looking forward to that. I've never had to have any replaced, but I'm afraid of the time when that gets here. So not looking forward to that.
Yeah, and I got pretty decent teeth. I mean, they told me, "Oh, no, your teeth look great. Just the basic wear and tear or whatever, and
Mm-hmm.
doesn't help with the grinding and all that stuff." So it's fine. But I don't like dentists. I don't even want to rate the dentist right now. I mean, she was amazing. She was great. It was just that numbing. As I can't. Anyways, so I go in. They reevaluate. Say, yeah, you got da. Go back the very next day. The cat came back. The very next, yeah. That's something you ain't never heard that one. You heard? I know you heard that one. Anyways, I'm gonna keep going. Because if you tell me you heard that, I can't deal with that today.
For the record, I have not, but continue.
Okay. Anyways, moving on. Took the CEO. Like I had to drive to right. I had to drive 20 minutes twice the same direction. Like we had 2 different appointments at 2 different times. One was in the morning, one was in the PM. Thank God for family to watch kids so I can go get this stuff done. But I also had to trek like another 30 minutes or so to go pick up someone that was staying with us, spend some time with us
Oh,
while they were down. Yeah, just, godchild, spend time with us while she was down. Um,
okay.
but she also leaves tomorrow. So I had to take her back today because she's got to prepare to pack and everything so she can go back home tomorrow. Well, that's fine and everything. I didn't have a problem doing that, but it was just, I think I drove, what's today, Thursday? Yeah, I drove Tuesday to swipe my card. No, yesterday to swipe my card. And then, no, yeah, yesterday and Tuesday. Yesterday. And then today I had to go do our basic every 2-week errands, grocery shopping and all that stuff.
Oh, wait a minute.
Mhm.
As an aside, you grocery shop every 2 weeks?
Every 2 weeks as a big like trip. But if we need stuff throughout, we, get stuff throughout. But it's like the big stuff is every 2 weeks or so. Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. I'm
Excuse
sorry.
me.
Continue. Press play.
No. Mm-mm. How often
Okay.
do you grocery shop?
So I guess to define it in your terms, the big trip is once a week.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Just wondering. I'm thinking like, how does a person? But then you say you still kind of get things in between.
Yeah, it's more
Like
of a what?
now since I've heard of people like who live like deep in the country, like where you're from. I've heard of those people going grocery shopping once a month or once every couple of weeks because it's just like the trek to the big city where there's a
Yeah,
store. But where you're from, there is a big box store. But like for the people who are so far removed from the developing nation, um, they have to
wow,
drive.
the
They have to
insult.
drive into the city. No, but that's what I'm saying. Like you're not that deep in the country because you all do have a big box store, but some places don't. And the
Right.
closest big box store may be 45 minutes away. So that makes sense why you would go to the
Yeah.
store like 2 to 3 to 4 weeks, but like you live next door to
Yeah,
a grocery stores, but you still only go twice. I mean, every two
we
weeks.
do
Like
the
that's just
big,
interesting.
it's just the big stuff. It just works out financially too. So it's
Oh,
not
okay.
every week we're having to, you know, pull whatever the amount may be, But no, we do in between catch up stuff. It's just, and especially we want to catch sales and things like that. So yeah, it's not like, no, we stick to these brands and, like the boomers or whatever. Go on the first and the third, you know, once a month because that's when they get paid. It's not like that. It's not like that.
Okay.
But
Like I said, that just caught my attention. But continue with this lovely
yeah,
story. I'm ready for the rated part.
well, the reason why I read it because I'm not gonna cuss. I'm just not going
Oh,
to. I'm not going to do it because I've been so. But anyways, continue on. I took her back today on my way to the other big box store, Sam's. Like I say Sam's. I went up to Sam's first because there was a few things that I needed to pick up. Not go in. I'm against going in the store at this point in life, just because taking two kids in the store. What's the point? It's just more of a headache. You can bring my food to me, thank you, and I'll make sure you gave me the right stuff. Um, I'll send you right back in there. Um, and then I took her. Well, the way I had to go it was basically a big circle. I basically drove around the county. That's basically what I ended up doing. I drove around the county and I actually did drive into 3 different counties today. Um, because as I was before I messed up a part before we even left, I went outside to go throw the garbage away, and our trash can was gone. And I was like,
mm,
but they just picked up trash today, so where's my trash can? And I'm looking, I said, well, other people's trash cans are still here. Not everybody's, but I still see other people's trash cans are out on the street.
OMG.
Whereas who took mine and who thought it was funny? So I'm like, okay, so now I have this garbage sitting in my garage. I'm like, well, I don't have time. I have to go get groceries and have to drop this child off. And then I have to go pick up groceries somewhere else too. So as I'm trying to call the garbage company, I'm like, granted, I don't think people, because we're in such a microwave generation, I don't think people take lunch. I'm thinking you just got people to answer phone calls all the time. No, these people take lunch. So like I'm calling between the hours of 11:30 to like 12:30, 12:45, and I'm like, why aren't these people picking up the freaking phone? And finally at like closer to 1 o'clock, someone picks up. And I'm like, oh, I just now thought of this. Did we not pay our bill? Is that
Yeah,
like
your
okay?
trash can got repoed.
Did we not pay our bill? And it didn't dawn on me the whole time. I'm just like, hey, someone stole our trash can.
But no, wait a minute. Do you know how far behind you have to be?
Okay, that's
Because you
the
only
thing.
pay your bill like every 3 months.
Right. And that's where I'm getting at. That's the part I'm
Okay.
getting at.
Okay.
So I'm over here on this not so favorably part of the county, um, parked trying to figure out what has happened, even though I knew we had gotten a letter, but I figured the CFO had taken care of it. I had asked, you want me to take care of it? No, I got it. Okay, cool. No big deal. I'll leave it alone. Now, mind you, CFO uses a lot of auto pay. So if there's a bill that happens to come up, well, sometimes it slips his mind. And so I don't fault him for that because he's auto pay central. He just makes sure the money's in there. That's it. Well, somehow, some way, they didn't get a payment from 2021, December 2021. I said, what? What do you
So
mean? You
you're
pay every
2 billing
months.
cycles.
Yeah, they said, no, December 2021, we didn't get one. We get a payment. I'm going, huh? I said, no, he paid. I said, okay, whatever. I'm not going to argue because I don't know. And I don't have time. I got things to do today. And and then it was like this most recent billing cycle didn't get paid. And I said, okay, I know about that one because I think I saw that one in the mail. And like that was the one where I said, hey, have you paid this? And I'll get to it is what was told to me. So I said, because the first thing I said is, hey, I called to tell you that something happened to my garbage can. These are exactly my words. I said, then I realized as I'm calling you that we probably didn't pay our bill. And that's why my garbage can is gone. She says, yeah, we don't just take your garbage can for no reason. I'm like, I got it. So what do I got to do? Had to pay a certain amount, of course, get it out of suspended accounts or whatever. And then she pops me with the, hey, we can deliver it for $50
Or
or
you
you
can
can
come
come pick it up.
up.
Pick it up. And I went, I just
Yep.
spent $50 in gas. I'll just come pick it up. Where are you guys? And I look it up and I was like, oh, you're 20 minutes away. No big deal. Well, 20 minutes away is a lot of backwoods. I didn't look at the map because I'm like, when you
And
have
do
your,
you know how big a trash can is?
that's all and I'm sitting here. Now, mind you, I'm sitting here thinking, I
Mm-mm.
don't know if it's going to fit, but I'm not paying $50 for y'all to possibly, because my thing is, it's a holiday weekend. When am I going to get the trash can? So I need this trash
2
can
weeks from
today.
now.
That's what
2
I need.
weeks from now.
I need it today. I because that's why I took my trash out
Take
today.
it from somebody who knows. 2 weeks
Oh
from now.
wow,
Oh no, I'm
really?
not. No, my trash can's never been repoed. Putting that on the record. What what happened was we wanted another trash can. No, we had 2 trash cans, and
Uh-huh.
then they broke one. They broke
Okay.
the lid off.
Mm.
In some kind of way, they took the lid and left the trash can. I'm like, I'm not gonna have, and we keep our trash can in the garage, so I'm not gonna have a trash can in the garage without a lid. So I need a replacement, and it took them forever to bring the replacement. So my
I think
husband went and just picked it up.
is it the current one that you have now?
It was the company that
The
it's been like 4 different companies. I think it was company
okay.
number 3. They kept,
Three. Okay.
they would get bought out by another company. So
Uh,
no, it's not the current company, but yeah.
okay.
Anyway, continue. We're in the backwoods at this point, looking for a
Yeah,
trash
we're
can.
we're in the backwoods going for get a trash can, and I did not realize where I was going. And I'm in the backwoods where there's a lot of industrial, so there's 18 wheelers
Hmm.
everywhere, and so I'm at my wits end. Not only have I driven down, you know, the worst part of the interstate possible, and I'm in the backwoods already in the rougher part of the county. I'm now up in the even more rougher part of the county. And it's rough when the closest fast food place is either Jack's or McDonald's.
Yeah, that's bad.
That's pretty bad.
When you don't see a Chick-fil-A,
Yeah.
you're in the country.
That's what I'm saying. Those are like the only 2 places that were around. And I was like, well, kids, I'm just gonna pray over y'all because y'all, I mean, at this point they needed lunch. And I was hoping to be back home before they needed lunch. No. So I called after I got off the phone with her, and I said, I'm gonna get this trash can. And I said, I'm pretty sure my trunk's big enough for a trash can. And they clean them and everything. So I said, I'm just hoping to God that these things are not filthy and they smell like bleep. Okay. So I get there, and it's kind of hard to find the main office because it's a new company. So they don't have everything, even though I think they've taken over the area.
Okay, wait a minute. Do you use the same company that we use?
No, we're on a different
Okay, because I'm
one.
thinking like our company is literally down the street.
Yeah, no, like I said, I had to drive across the county. I had to drive. So I'm in a different county no, we're in the same county.
We
So
are.
I had to drive in our neighboring county. Then I had to drive north of that county, more
Oh
on
my
the western
gosh.
side of the county. And then I had to turn back around. Yeah, yeah. So
You should have just waited for them to bring the trash next week.
no, because I took my trash out today because I needed a trash can.
You live on a street where you are very close with your neighbors. Put it in somebody else's.
I could have.
It's just one bag until next week.
No, it would have been more than one bag by with this end of this weekend.
Okay,
I mean, come
well,
on, it's the holiday. Sit it where? Where am I sitting this garbage?
It's just a trash bag, right? It's just like the big large. Okay, just sit in the garage until the trash can comes Tuesday. And by the way, why would you use more trash or create more waste on a holiday weekend? It's just the 4th of July. Like, what are you doing?
We cook for
That's
people.
just for the 4th.
Yeah, like well, not like everybody. His
That's another podcast. That's another podcast episode right there. Continue.
Anyways, we don't cook for everybody. We don't cook. He cooks, and a lot of trash. Anyways,
gotcha.
Yeah. So I get up there, and the guy, I tell the lady my address so she knows that I've paid and everything, and I'm up to date. And the guy says, "Where are you parked?" And he looks like, dang it, Carl Winslow is what he looks like. And he gives me that look like, I don't know if this garbage can.
I'm telling you, I know what you drive, and I know how big a trash can is. So I told you that. You just strap it to the roof.
Look, because I sat here and thought to myself, I said, I just hope it fits. That's all I can do.
It's not gonna fit.
It fit.
Oh wow.
It fit perfectly. I didn't need tie downs or nothing. I wasn't doing the whole, the lawnmower sticking out the back of the trunk deal. I wasn't doing none of that. Trunk closed. Trunk closed. Now I did pull, and I didn't even have to pull the middle seats up at all. I pulled them up on anticipation that, okay, I got this ginormous Rubik's cubes being thrown in here. And mind you, I still have groceries to pick up that I'm late for getting because I have my scheduled time is already, I'm a whole hour and a half behind that. So, I ended up, because at first I was like, man, I'm gonna have to have the CEO ride in the front, and every time we pass a cop, I'm gonna have to make her duck because I don't want to get a ticket for having, kid in the front seat that shouldn't be in the front seat, and pastor's gonna have to sit on the side over here. And I had moved everybody, and then by the time I moved the seats up back, I said, I told you I ain't good at measurements, math, or estimations, but I can tell you if something's gonna fit. I was worried, but I said somehow it's gonna fit.
Oh gosh.
We got that garbage can in, and now I thought, okay, let me just go on and take it straight to the house. I looked at the traffic because I was like, all right, now I don't know how to get to the next destination without a little bit of help. Because like I said, I've never been on the west side of the county. Not that far anyway. So not that far north anyway. So you caught your breath yet? So this is why my day has been, bleep this out too. My day has been literal hellfire.
Okay, so I'm sorry about the hellfire, but I'm laughing because in true country chick fashion, you're describing, I'm like, where? Because at this point, I'm like, where did she go? And when you just said where you went in true city girl fashion, I'm like, she just went down the street.
No, I didn't just go down the street. I went 20 minutes. Left, right, left.
Oh my God. It literally is. Okay, just for our listeners here, where she went is literally, I'm going to count the exits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 exits.
No, I know what exit you're talking about, but you want to know how far down into that exit I went?
Okay, so for the record, I used to work there.
In
work? Yes. Well, I know it was not that far.
Okay, I drove from where I am to the only thing I could call it is because that's the only thing I saw that said like there was some shopping
subdivision. Like it's an area. Yeah, I know.
No, it was I'm saying it was like a shopping center or something, and it's like tore down, whatever. And then you ride.
Nobody's shopping there, by the way. Nobody's shopping.
No, nobody's because there's nothing to shop. There's nothing there to shop. You ride down with four or five more lights, and then there's like there's like a Sneaky Pete's or something. I was over there. Then I had to go across that intersection, and it took me back way. to and I'm like,
Yeah,
what?
that was an interest. Yeah, you could have just gotten off the interstate. Next time you drive into the city, because I think we've had this conversation a while back, like when we first met. You talked about how you don't like to go downtown, for example.
Mm-hmm.
So just whenever you need to go into the city, and it's an unfamiliar territory, of course, I know you know to go places, but just ask. Because yeah, you were like literally one exit past the airport. You could have just gotten off and made it right. You kept straight. Yeah.
Well, because of where I was trusting Google Maps because I was like, I don't know where I'm at. I know it'll get me somewhere. And I looked at the map
Yeah,
real quick and I was just like, okay, I'll figure it
you
out.
got,
No big snake.
but you got there, and that's all that matters.
That's all that
And
matters. But it was just
you got the
20
trash can.
minutes too long that I didn't need. Anyways, I
I'm
get the
sorry.
garbage can back on track. Get the garbage can,
Okay.
start trekking down. And since I figured, I said, maybe I should go left out of here and
Okay.
go and get on the interstate that way. But I said, well, where's close? I said, but I got to get the kids something to eat. And so, of course, I tell Google, hey, take me to the closest McDonald's because I know they're going to eat that. It's
Mm-mm.
trash. I know where I'm at too. There's nothing. I literally passed a Jack's. I didn't even know there was a McDonald's over there because I didn't remember seeing it coming up. So I
And
must
a
have took it
Taco
the other way.
Bell.
Huh?
And a Taco Bell.
There was no taco. I didn't see any of that. I saw McDonald's and Jack's. That was it.
Oh God.
So I was like, oh, I saw Jack's. That was it. And I said, well, there's a Jack's. There's probably McDonald's really close by. So I was like, take me to McDonald's. I get the safest thing that I feel like is safe, which is chicken nuggets, which isn't really that safe. But to me, it makes me feel better. And of course they have that orange high C. Just
Oh
anyways.
gosh. Brings back memories.
Huh?
Won't brings back memories. I won't
I
drink it now,
mean,
but I loved it as a kid.
it was amazing. Actually, I had some today. It's probably why I have a headache. Anyway, put me
Yes.
on a sugar high.
Chemicals.
Yeah. Um, so they're eating and I'm battling 18-wheelers to get to my next destination. And I look at the map and it's telling me, and of course, normal fashion, that hey, traffic on this street is gonna be horrible because it's always horrible. Great. So it bumps me back 30 minutes. For a 20-minute ride, it should have only been a 20-minute ride and it ends up being like a 35, 40-minute ride. Just because of traffic. And I know the back roads to get down through there, but what's the point if everybody's going to be taking those back roads to get there? It's just me more stopping and going. I've already burned like I'm not good at math, so I'm not going to go there. A lot of gas for my liking. All right. And I just filled up this morning. So I get there and I'm like, how am I going to get these groceries in the back of this truck? This trash can.
With the groceries in the trash can.
The trash can was top part face, it was on the back. So, and then
Oh
of course
gosh.
I don't know how clean these garbage cans is. So I said, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna put my groceries in the garbage can. Even though I know they clean them, but still, no. So yeah, I ended up having room to put groceries in there. Now my cooler couldn't fit. I had to put it in the front seat next to me, but that's fine. By the time I get through with all this, it's almost dang near 3:00. So we done been out from 11:45 to 3:00, just riding, like been on the road most of the time. I drove almost 100 miles to get a trash can, groceries, drop off a kid, and go home. I made a giant circle with a couple of spikes in it to do all of that today. By the time I got home, and then I had to figure out how I was going to get the trash can out the back of the car with groceries piled up next to it without knocking all the groceries. And I'm just like, and of course, the kids just want to get out of the car, which is fine. I understand. You've been sitting in the car. There's no reason for you to get out. So yeah, understandable. But there's no help getting groceries in the house. CEO is trying. She really is trying. But at the same time, she's been in the car this whole entire time. She has to piss like a racehorse. She shoots off into the house. I don't see her. 5 minutes later, she comes back. She's like, all right. I was like,
Feeling brand new.
And she was ready to go, ready to rock and roll. Your pastor, on the other hand, lazy, sorry, son of a gun. I could have threw him in the trash can and left him outside because he was no help at all. he took his shoes off somewhere in between the trash can and getting home.
He's pulled a shift. He's tired at this point. Like, hey, I'm done.
So yeah.
Just done.
Finally got home, got the cold stuff in the freezers and refrigerators, and this will lead us into what I want to talk about. And I took off everything that was touching me and put on a muumuu and said, this is how my life is now. I did not care who came by the house. This is what you was going to get. I didn't care what the delivery person was driving by the house. This is what you're going to get. I was so overstimulated today just with the driving alone. I normally enjoy driving, but that throwing in that wrench of trying to find out how I'm going to get a trash can in my trunk was just annoying as all get out. So I was like, don't touch me. Nothing on me. So yeah.
Oh gosh.
I shedded everything. I had earrings. I had my little scarf on. I was looking cute. Had my nice little rings on, not ring, but rings. And my watch. Had everything on. I was done. I put on a muumuu and I said, here we are. Welcome to my home.
So what did you do? Like, what were you doing with this muumuu on? Like, were you just about to lay down and go to sleep or relax?
No, I'm wearing it right now because it's comfortable.
So I mean, you put this muumuu on. That's what I'm asking, like, to lay down. What were you doing?
When I let's see, what did I do after I put on a muumuu?
You like up moving around?
I sat down for a little bit, and then I laid down for a little bit. Then I got up and I got because I had a package delivered, and I get up and get that from the door.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, pretty much. I sat down in it. Yeah, that's what I did.
So you just, walking
around my house,
flapping,
meat flapping,
just slapping meat, just
slapping meats. Yep, flopping and flipping and flapping. Comfortable.
No, it really isn't.
Yes, it is.
I cannot.
It's enjoyable. You should try it.
No, I'm good. Thank you though. I don't want my meat flapping.
Telling you, it's comfortable. I'm after I put it on, because it's just something about wearing jeans and a bra and t-shirt and just everything. Like, I don't want that on when I'm home.
Before the record,
relaxed. What?
Jeans have nothing to do with a bra. They don't even touch each other.
No, but they're constricting or restricting. If they're constricting, you might need to get a bigger size.
You
do. Restricting,
that's a whole nother conversation.
That's boy. Yeah, just want to be relaxed at home. So yeah, but it did help my mood a lot.
Well, that's good as long as you feel better. But I'm just trying to figure out why does wearing a bra spoil your mood?
I don't understand why it would help your mood to wear something.
Because, and not to say that a bra makes you feel better, but it could, I guess, technically. But I'm trying to figure out, how does it make you feel worse?
It can make you feel better if you're going out and you trying to have them up and ready to go and make your outfit look cute and everything. Yeah, it can make you feel better in that aspect, make your clothes fit right, nice, and they fall perfectly. But when I'm at home, I'm not impressing anybody. Not even myself. I'm more impressed with myself when everything's just relaxed. Ain't nothing, restrained. Everything's just free.
Well, that's my thing. I'm not arguing that a bra makes you feel better, but you said you felt better when you took it off. So I'm trying to figure out, how can a bra make you feel worse?
I don't know. I just don't like them. They're very.
Well, why do you wear them anyway? Just don't wear them at all.
Well, based on my anatomy.
Just own it, right? If you don't want to wear it, you don't have to wear it.
I don't. You're right. I don't. But based on my anatomy and just how I want my clothes to fit, I shall wear them. And based on the CFO's,
I shall wear them.
I shall wear them. Based on the CFO's request and modesty. I feel like we're in a society where modesty is, cover up the nipples, put them up, make it, and I don't understand why that matters. Because I was like, whoever invented the bra really to this day, I don't know who invented the bra, but they they're not a happy person. The person that invented the bra, because I mean, what was the point? They're perfectly fine where they are. They're not bothering anybody. But hey,
Well,
to
how
each
do
his
you
own.
right? And they're yours. I mean, they're natural. But
They're
my
fine and
next
they're
question was,
natural.
they are. I mean, it's not like you're manufacturing something. You know what I mean? To make something look a certain way. It's like you said, it's your body. If they hang a certain way, it's just because that's what they do. But I
Yeah.
want to know something. I have a question.
What?
How is not wearing a bra? How does that make you immodest?
I don't know. It's a society thing, and it irritates me because, like,
Well, you said the
like,
CFO, like you were saying for the CFO's sake that he prefers modesty. But I'm trying to figure out like
well, you
how do
know
you lack
how.
modesty when you don't wear one?
Okay, I'm not saying you lack modesty. I'm just saying that's how society deems it modest. So, like, what was it? Like, let's take Rihanna for example. She stopped wearing them. She's like, what's the point? You know. But some people are like, oh, that's skanky because you can see her nipples or you can see the shape of her breast. I'm like, what's wrong with breasts though? That's what I don't
But
understand.
you can see a person's nipples in the shape of their breast. Some women, even when they do wear one.
Exactly. So I don't understand why it's not modest to not wear one. I could see it being like painful on your back if you have like size G, J, whatever letter it gets up to, and not having support that way. I can see that being like a health issue for your back, but just to not wear one, I don't understand why we can't just not wear one and it not be just accepted instead of looked down as like you're not put together or you're not being modest. Um, you're showing off too much. Like I equate it to the same reason why men shouldn't wear gray sweatpants. That's the only thing I can equate it to because I'm like, I don't
Okay, I get
see.
it.
Yeah, I mean that's the only way I can equate it because I'm like, I don't see the difference. Now, granted, I do say something. You can't go out with them gray sweatpants on. No, them is house sweatpants only. Um, but at the
Who
same
wears
time,
sweatpants in the house?
CFO,
This is interesting. Okay,
I do too sometimes. If I'm cold, though, I don't just be. But he does. He finds them very comfortable.
interesting. I found them very hot, but
They are, but you're also, hot
I don't like
natured.
to be
So
hot. Yeah. Okay.
exactly. So, um, but yeah, I wish it was more acceptable to not wear a bra. Me personally, I will wear one just because of how my anatomy is. And it does make my clothes look better to wear one. However, and I'm at home, eh, if I have guests over, I'm depending on the guests.
Oh gosh.
But, just saying. Look, I feel like certain garments are overrated. Bras
What
are one
garment
of
is
them.
overrated? Okay, give me the next thing that's overrated.
Underwear is overrated unless you have an issue down there and you need to wear them. A question though. Why do
I'm
you enjoy
afraid. I'm afraid to hear the question. I'm afraid to have to answer the question, but I'm here. Yes.
don't answer the question if you don't want to answer the question. You can just hum like you did last time. Plead the fifth. What
Yeah.
which garment do you feel is overrated?
I don't feel like they're overrated garments. Oh no, I got one. I have one. Well, it's an undergarment. I do have one.
Okay.
Body shapers.
I agree with you. I do. Go ahead. What's why?
I I and this is it's like you're saying the same argument that you have. I don't feel like I have to be constricted and restricted to look a certain way in my clothes. I feel like everyone should dress for their comfort, for their pleasure, and for their body shape.
Mm,
So, my thing is this: you can be confident in your body, whatever that shape is, and just wear what you want to wear. But
mm,
apparently, you're not that confident in your body when you feel like you have to put something on to squeeze yourself to look differently or
yeah.
to not move. So if that's the case, then don't wear that garment that you don't feel like your body looks good in naturally.
Right. Yeah.
So if
Yeah.
you want to wear a form-fitting dress, for example, either wear the form-fitting dress and jiggle or look lumpy, or just don't wear the form-fitting dress.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
just me. But again, some people don't mind being constricted. I do. And I remember growing up, my mom used to make me wear, well, she tried to make me wear a girdle, but I was like, no, this is for the birds because to go to the bathroom took forever, and I would always be out of breath by the time I was able to pull it all the way up. And I was like, no, I'm not doing this anymore. And then she
You
was
talking
like,
about? Wait a
okay,
minute. Hold on. Clarify me, because of course, girdle. I went straight back to way back when.
yes, yes,
Oh no, wires and all.
wires. Oh no, well, okay, so let's not go all the way back there then. I didn't know
Okay,
they had
that's what I'm like. Wait a minute.
No, it was more like this is not a full body. It's just like the shorts, the
Oh, okay.
shorts girdle.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, I got
So I couldn't wear a panty girdle because I look weird in it. So I had to wear the ones that's like made like shorts.
you.
And so that was too much on me. Like it would hurt to sit down. I didn't like,
Mm.
just even drinking. You can't even drink that much water because then it's squeezing your bladder. You gotta
Yeah.
go. Probably have a blood pressure up. I just don't know because I was a teenager. So then she was like, that's when the control top pantyhose came out.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a lot less squeezing going on, but it was just enough to keep you from jiggling, I guess. And so she was like, well, just buy control tops. But I'm like,
Laughing at the pantyhose.
stockings are hot. I mean, we live in the South. Like, who wants to wear stockings in the summertime?
Girl.
So I'm like, no, I'm done. I'm not wearing stockings anymore. And so my mom is really like traditional. You can't go to church with bare legs. I'm like, well, Jesus gonna see my legs today. He made these legs.
I
And
don't
so
understand that.
she was like, no, you can't wear bare legs. Okay, I got a solution. I just start wearing pants. So from then on, I only wore pants to church.
Mm. Oh, you was blasphemous wearing them pants to church.
Oh, see, now we didn't grow up like that. Yeah, we could wear whatever. But
Ah.
I had a friend who was like that women could only wear dresses.
Mm. Yeah, been a
No,
couple of those.
I didn't grow up like that. So yeah, I just stopped wearing skirts and dresses to church, unless it was a long dress that I didn't nobody could see my legs. And then after a while, I just stopped caring. I'm like, forget this. I want to wear my skirts. So I just started wearing skirts and sandals.
Yeah.
But
I
yeah,
agree
it's
with
just
you on
those
that.
control top stockings and girls. I don't know about squeezing them. Like you feel like it's a boa constrictor wrapped around your body.
Yep, it is. I used to hate that
It,
mess. Speaking of that, the pantyhose thing, I actually have a little story that goes with that. And one, I never understood it. I was one of those kids that was, I think I was 16 or 17 when I said, you know what? I'm sick of wearing dresses with the pantyhose and the kitten heel and looking like I'm next in line to
not
be
the
mother of the church.
not the kitten
Yes,
heel.
the
Oh
kitten
wee!
heel.
I never had a
And I was
kitten
like,
heel.
really? Are we serious right now? So I got fed up with it and I said, no, I'm not going to look the part. I wore jeans and a white t-shirt to church from then on out. And of course they were like, why don't you dress up to church? Why do I have to? If you said come as I am, I came as I was, and here I am. What's the
Wait a
problem?
minute. You wore jeans.
Oh, I wore jeans and a t-shirt. I was so fed up. I was so done because they were like, I wasn't dressing like I had to dress
Wow.
a certain way, and I was so fed up with it. I was so done. And yeah, but my grandmother,
I
when
would
she was
have
in
just passed
Boston,
out.
when she was in Boston, we went to this church, and it was like they had on the back of the pew, every few so many feet, there was what was allowed in that church that you could wear. Women could only wear dresses, and they had to have on pantyhose or something like that. And it couldn't be form fitting. Men had to wear suit and tie. Yeah, it was a whole ordeal, and I was like, well, I ain't gonna because I hated pantyhose. Pantyhose are crazy. You can scratch. If you scratch, you rip the hole in them. That's another one that's overrated. Is pantyhose.
Pantyhose.
It's ridiculous. It's like you have to wear pantyhose. You can't be showing your legs. They seeing my legs anyway. They're just a different color. They're black. Like, we had to wear black. We couldn't wear nude. We had to wear black. Little girls could wear white. But we had to wear
No,
like black.
those were tight.
No, the
Those were
white.
even worse.
No. They were just the white, because they were just white sheer No, not those thick ones. No, these were the white.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Now, not those. Ooh, well, I hated those too, but no, it was just the little girls who wear those. When we and that might have been what was in style too, was the black, was because you couldn't see the color. You could, kind of defined your leg, but at the same time hid what you couldn't see. And I'm like, it's still a leg. Like, what's it gonna change? But anyway, besides the point, yeah, you're right. It's just that's overrated and unnecessary, and I can't accept. I just can't. That bothers me so bad. Like, between that, whoever made bras, pantyhose, corset, the girdle, and shapewear, which shapewear has been around, forever, but like the Spanx and all that, it's just like, how y'all trying to make yourselves? Oh, not just that, the butt pads. You sit
I don't
down
know.
and that joker is not moving the way it should when you sit down.
Okay, wait a minute. You wore this?
I never wore it. I just was in Walmart one day and I said, "Oh, they for real. They for real, for real." If then, like we talked about last, if they're at Walmart, they're everywhere. It was like, and of course it was only one color, so I was like, "Well, this is gonna be interesting."
I have never known anyone to wear butt pads. Where I'm from, everybody had a big butt.
Yeah,
It looked like it had a pad already built in it.
in there, okay, a shelf, a rack in the back.
Yeah, like it was like two of them, two shelves on
Yes,
top.
2 racks in the back. Yeah, 2 shelves.
Two
Or
racks
as
in the back.
my dad would say, two. Well, I can't say that. That's rude. He was no. I can say this one though. He said, he
Oh
said
gosh.
two hobbits back there fighting for an apple.
Oh my God. Two
Oh,
hobbits.
two hobbits back there fighting for an apple. Um, but yeah, and so when I first saw that, I said, "Oh, they are for real." And I hate to say this, but it's like, what is the fact? You can't have what you ain't got. And when all that come out, like, okay, so let's say you on a date, and or no, let's go on past that, because I don't want to condone
So,
anything or so. Yeah, all right, you done got married, and you take your wedding dress off, and then the pants fall out, and he looking at you like, oh, that's just like
well,
him coming in there, and the jock strap fall off, and you looking at him
oh
like,
Lord, not the job strap, Lord. Okay, so not the job strap.
I mean, that's all I
So
can't
I
think of
guess
anything else.
according to societal allowances, I would say, I don't think currently that would be that big of a deal if the butt pads fell off. Just because if you think about what women have on any given day, they have on eyelashes that aren't theirs.
Yeah.
They have on nails that aren't theirs, to the point where I've seen people get like artificial nails added to their feet.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're wearing nail polish that won't even come off naturally, the gel nails.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Some people still are wearing contact lenses, so we have eye color that's not ours. We're getting
Mm-hmm.
our eyebrows tattooed on. So they're not our eyebrows, but we get them tattooed on so that they'll never come off.
Yeah.
What else is not ours? So, in the grand scheme of things, at least we know the butt is going to come off.
Well, you should
That's a
at least
given.
think that it's gonna
But
come off.
everything else can stay. Like, we have like false things that are technically semi-permanent. Like these lashes now, they don't have to come off every night.
Right. You just go every 2 weeks and get them done. And I'm like,
I don't want that just in my eye like that. I'm good.
I'm okay. I'll just be bald faced. I'm just not
And
gonna
the thing
do
about
it.
it is, number one, men don't care. Either they don't like it or they don't care. They don't even notice them. Like women is just, I don't know, they're just doing it for themselves or for one another, I guess. But men don't care.
No. I remember when I met the CFO, I'm not gonna say my face was beat, but it was done a lot of times. And that was more for my confidence. I felt like I felt better when I had that on. And that's about the time when I'd stopped wearing it because I think I had I had a staph infection or something. It was really weird and it just messed up and I couldn't wear makeup. Um, and he was just like, you don't have to wear that. And like after he said that, I was like, all right. As soon as that came off, and that's when the clothes adjustment had started and all that kind of stuff. I was like,
Yeah,
why? Why?
she took the bra off too, people. She took the bra off too.
No, I didn't. We wasn't
Yes, she
together. We
did.
wasn't married. We were together. We wasn't married. I wasn't taking no bra off.
She snatched it off.
I'm just saying, you ain't never had that feeling. I've actually done this. When you got off of work, and we're going back to the bra thing. You got off of work, you sat in the car, and you was just like, man, this joker got to go. And you just unsnap. Don't take it all the way off, just unsnap it in the back.
No, never.
Oh,
I have never
you that
loosened
person.
or taken my bra off in public. No, ma'am.
It's
So
not
that means
public.
you
You're
had
in
to.
your car.
That's public. If it's not in your home, if it's not private, it's public. So are you saying you drove home either with a loose bra or with your bra completely taken off?
I've never taken it off completely. I've loosened it. Yes, I have
So,
loosened.
well, I mean, it was unfastened.
It is unfastened. Yes,
Okay,
I
so that
have.
might as well be off at that point then, because now you just
It
have boob covers,
pretty
but
much.
they're not holding anything up. So they
Well,
have
no, they were still in there, but
they've
I
been
mean,
demoted. It's
if
not a bra anymore. It's just boob covers.
now if I hit a pothole or something, it might have fell out, but it'll be all
Exactly.
right.
Like I am not driving,
Hmm.
making lefts and right turns
In the city.
with no bra on. I just cannot do that.
Well, you're probably the same one to make
It's
sure you
just
wearing nice white clean drawers every time you leave the house. Which you
okay.
should make sure
No,
you.
nobody wears white underwear. Number one,
Who
but
don't wear white underwear?
I mean, no.
What do you mean? You be
No.
checking people's underwear every now and then. You
I'm
just
just
kind of
saying I'm
peep.
not wearing white underwear. That's just
Because I'm
no.
like, I'm pretty
That's
sure they still
very.
sell it in the store. So
They
I'm sure
do. Well, you're
somebody's wearing
right.
it.
Somebody's grandmother. They might be.
You did not
Yeah,
shut
right.
up somebody's grandma.
My dear is wearing those white unders.
She is
That's my baby
probably
calls them.
wearing nude
The deacon
unders.
says unders. That's what he calls them. Unders.
Okay then, unders.
He wears some unders.
You got some old children. That's what we got. Is some old
Unders.
not
There's a difference
undies.
between, yeah, and that's the thing. He was trying to say undies, but he thought we were saying unders. So he says, Mama, can I get my unders? But there's a difference between unders and pull-ups.
Okay, well, at least he got
So
that
he's like,
going for him.
I don't want to wear pull-ups. I want to wear unders. That's okay.
Well, they under your clothes, so he got it.
Under. Oh gosh, white underwear. Okay, so back to this braless driving. For the
Mm-hmm.
record, no, I have never done that before. A
You don't know
bra is
what you're
not
missing.
bad. I would rather continue to remain in ignorance. No, I don't want to know. Like, I'm not that miserable wearing a bra that I feel like I have to just like as soon as I can just skip by myself.
You
Let me take
just
this
must
thing
have the
off.
best bra that ever has been made. You get your
No,
specially made, or you make sure you. I don't understand because every bra I've ever had, minus
what do you have
minus.
against these bras? What are they doing to you?
I just don't like them. They're just. I
Why?
don't like. I don't. I just don't. I don't wear
What?
like
Okay.
my favorite type is a sports bra because it's more
Ew.
free flowing, I guess, in a sense. So it's just more loose. It's not tight. It's more like wearing an undershirt. I'm cool with that. Wired bras, after I breastfed, I was like, who wants to sit here with something poking in their rib cage? All no. So I got rid of wired bras when I started breastfeeding, and I never went back. And then I got one of them expensive ones from Victoria, and it was all right, but it wasn't very supportive being a
Yeah, I
wireless.
was gonna
Yeah.
say Victoria's Secrets. Those unders are for very specific purposes. They're not for function. They're for
No,
the aesthetics.
Yeah, but I got the one that was
So,
supposed to be like an everyday
mm-mm,
t-shirt wear,
mm,
and they weren't expensive. I just say they're expensive because to me, anything above
no.
$25 is expensive.
Oh
Like,
my
uh,
gosh. Oh my gosh.
yeah, and they
Not
had.
for a bra.
I'm sorry, how much do you spend on a
Oh
bra?
my Lord. Okay, so let me tell you something. Bras and shoes. You want to invest in those. You want to buy something, not necessarily saying it has to be expensive, but it has to be quality because you only get one set of each feet and boobs. So,
And I might
and
as
it's
well as be in Africa and just let mine roam free because I
and
don't
that's
care.
okay. That but I would rather they roam free and you be comfortable than you buy a cheap bra and be in pain
Well,
or
see,
be uncomfortable. Like,
that's the thing, and I guess that's probably why I hate them so much because I'm not. Till I got to Victoria, I was just like, they're not comfortable. Why do you suffer with all
yeah,
this?
you got to get a nice bra. That's what you got to do. Get a good bra, and then it
Well,
might feel different. It's like you can buy a car and you can get from point A to point B, and there's nothing wrong with getting from point A to point B. I mean, technically, it's a car. That's its initial purpose.
mm-hmm.
But if that's all you can afford is enough to have a vehicle that you put gas in, you get from point A to point B, that's fine. But after a while, people who have gotten past the point A to point B type of vehicle, they began to purchase luxury. So that when you're driving from point A to point B, you feel a little bit better. That's where you are in life. You've had the point A to point B bras. Now it's time to kind of upgrade to luxury and have a better experience.
Maybe, or maybe I can just be free because it's okay.
You, well, no, by what you said earlier, I agree totally. You can be free, but you choose not to be. You choose to continue to restrict yourself when you really don't have to.
I really don't. I really don't.
But
But
if you are going to do it, you might as well be comfortable. Don't make yourself miserable. So now
that is
we are
true.
at an impasse. It is
What?
time for you to make a decision. Are you going to let those boobies hang and swing, or are you going to invest in a decent bra?
I just continue to be a stay-at-home mom so they can hang and swing. It's just okay.
But
I
they
just do.
don't. You still lock them up.
No, remember that one time I went to take my kid to school and I just put on a sweatshirt? Because you can't
Okay,
tell.
that's that one time though.
No, I
I'm saying
didn't.
if you're gonna make the commitment, I'm saying throw all of them away.
Oh, yeah.
And this is gonna be a lifestyle change here. Let
Yeah,
them swing.
I can't do that. I just
Mm,
can't.
mm, mm.
Well, it's more like I said, it's more of a ingrained in your head type deal. You're supposed to wear them. So, but like I said, when I went to Victoria, when I first got those two that were a little bit more expensive and they worked out and they did what they were supposed to do, but as I've not gone back to that size after I had the pastor, and they might have worked if I ever got back down to that size, but no, he drained them jokers to the point where they're a whole different size. So, and I just never went back and got another, size or got measured or anything like that. So I was just like, what's the point? And then, I think after he was born, COVID hit. So I was like, why? why spend money on these things and I'm not going anywhere. I'm not wearing any special clothes. So why? But maybe one day I'll get back on the bandwagon of finding a good one, especially for date nights. But for right now, eh,
That's when
this
you wear
is
the cheap one. Because they don't really that's when you don't wear one at all.
for date nights out in public. What?
Hey, you might want to see them hang and swing.
Excuse me, ma'am. Then you go first and tell me how it happened.
Well, I don't mind wearing a bra. I wear a bra when I'm at home all day by myself.
That's just unnecessary. You at home by yourself, just uncomfortable.
But I'm not uncomfortable. I feel fine.
I don't get it though. Why? It's
I
we'll be
have
back.
friends who sleep in them
Why?
because they want them, I guess, put away. Now I won't sleep in one just for the medical. Like I know your lymph nodes and things need to drain. So, but like literally, I'll put a bra on when I first wake up in the morning, and I take it off when it's time for my shower before bed. But I wear it all day.
You wear your
It's more
drawers to bed
comfortable
too,
to
don't you?
wear. What?
You wear your drawers to bed too, don't you?
What's wrong with wearing underwear when you get in bed?
Things need to breathe. Your meat flaps need to breathe. Everything needs to breathe.
Meat flaps. Okay, so let's think about COVID season. Even though you have a mask on, aren't you breathing?
Oh gosh. All right. No, we're not using that analogy. Not.
Hey, I'm just saying.
And I'm just look, I agree with wearing them for all women's needs and also wearing them if you're wearing jeans because I don't see how you can be comfortable wearing jeans and not wearing underwear. But yeah, I'm I'm like, why?
And again, something that we have different. Like we just
well, here's the thing. A lot of people are split on this. And like I said, everybody's, autonomy is different when it comes down to women, especially when it comes down to wearing or not wearing. So there's no judgment if you enjoy wearing them or you don't. I just, because of what I have behind me, the rack I got behind me, it is so annoying. It's like at first it was just like, okay, just if it's going up there, if it's going up my butt, why don't I just wear this particular one anyway? Because it's up there anyway. Then it got to the point where I was like, why? No, just no, just no, just just stop. What's the point? I don't need to be uncomfortable. And then it got to the point. Well, see, what was that where you couldn't have a panty line? It was unbecoming that. I'm like, who puts these stipulations on what
well,
is accepted and what isn't?
Well, I'm okay with having a panty line. Like, I'm not going to see it.
I sure as heck ain't.
So if I do have a panty line and you notice and you don't like the way it looks, then don't look at it.
Basically.
So yeah, I'm not that person. I don't think I've conformed to societal norms.
No, that's good for you. Because I did for a while there. That's why I swapped around a lot. And then I just got to the point was like, I will wear them when deemed necessary. If I don't have to, I'm not going to. Because like you said, I'm not going to see it. You have to put a mirror back there and a rear view camera and everything back there for me to be able to see a panty line. Because I sure as heck can't see it. I turn around right now, look in the mirror. Well, not right now, but I can turn around, look in the mirror. And I'll be like, where is it at? So
exactly.
But at the same time, I'm like, who put these stipulations on our bodies and on what is acceptable and what isn't acceptable for what we can and cannot wear, under or outward? If you want to walk around a crop top and booty shorts, go for it. If that's what makes you feel comfortable and whatever, go for me. I cannot, because that's just like wearing drawers and a bra, and I just don't want that. I'll just say it. I just not me. But societal norms are crazy. How many stipulations they put on not just women but men also. And it's just crazy how we have to look a certain way. Like I said, I ain't gonna say this and be like I know this, but if you look at some of the clothing choices in other countries, it's like even if they did wear a bra, you wouldn't know based on what they wear and everything or how they wear it. And I'm talking about, we was all walking around here wearing big long dresses or muumuus all the time. We was wearing muumuus, nobody would know. No one wouldn't be not accepted. So it's like you know, why is that a problem? Why can't we just leave folks alone? And now granted, you might get some stares because it's not, the norm, but I mean, we was getting stares because we wasn't wearing masks, or if you were wearing a mask. So what's the difference between wearing a bra and not wearing a bra? And you wouldn't know if I was wearing drawers unless you was in my pants in the first place, which is you was in there, you've got a problem.
Yeah, I mean, I get that point. I just remember my grandmother wearing a muumuu with no bra, and we all knew it. And I used to say, ooh.
See, why are you judging your grandma like that?
And my grandmother did not believe in wearing, she did not think you should wear panties if you wore pantyhose because she said the panties were built in.
Oh, no.
And I said, I'll never forget, my grandma was getting ready for church one Sunday. And she was walking around like just with the pantyhose on. That's it. She was like, "Oh, where's my blouse? Where's my this? Where's my bra?" And I was like, "Grandma, you forgot to put on your underwear." And she's like, "Oh no, baby, it's okay." She was like, "It's pantyhose. You don't have to wear underwear. It's built
you,
in."
but you got to wear pants. No man, no man.
I was like, "Come on." I remember thinking I was 7 and we had just learned about compound words in the second grade. And I remember saying, "Grandma, it's called pantyhose. That's a compound word, but it really does not mean that the panties are built in. You're still supposed to wear them." Yeah, I had a mouth on me.
Oh my goodness, that's
"Grandma, you
but
still gotta wear the underwear." I said, "Well, are you at least gonna wear them over?"
now that's even worse. Now, oh,
Because then I started thinking about Jane Fonda. You know how she used to wear the little workout tights with the
oh my
leotard over. I
gosh.
was like, "Are you gonna wear them like Jane Fonda?" And she was like, "No, maybe you just don't have to wear them at all." I was like,
Oh my
"What?"
gosh. Well,
I
look,
started kind of going down the line. Like, I did. So, mm-mm,
so you didn't want to try it just because your grandma
mm-mm.
tried it?
No, that's
Wow.
nasty. I'm wearing some underwear. I'm wearing my Undahs.
You know, just but you know what? That's how your grandma had. Well, not how many kids did your grandma have?
Doo-doo-doo-doo. Not 7, 9, 9, 9. She had
9.
2, and then she had 7. Yeah, so she had 9 total.
Mm. That's how she got all of them because of that moo.
And the pantyhose.
And the pantyhose. That's how she got them. See, that's
And
what
I
is
don't wear
it?
either. I don't wear
See,
either.
you don't wear moo and you don't wear pantyhose. That's
No,
what's your problem.
mm-mm.
That's why you only got one kid. If you walk around in a moo, no panties, no bra, no
Exactly.
pantyhose, you'd have all the kids in the world.
And that's why I wear panties and bra everywhere I go.
Let's see, what was that meme or whatever? It's like kids don't understand that moo is how you got here.
Mm-mm. Well, I don't own one, and I hope I never desire to have one.
I enjoy mine. I actually look for it today because it's starting to turn into my comfort clothing
Mm-mm.
piece.
Exactly. Like, no, you're gonna get into another whole other headspace here with this moo. Mm-mm.
I am, but it did relax because it's so light and it's not, don't get me wrong, I can't be wearing it out because it's like a
Oh,
dress.
that's the
So
next step. That's the next step. After a while, you're gonna be like, "Oh, I just wear this when I go to the store," and that's when you know you crossed over. Nope.
see, I can't do that because it does get hot underneath. But if there
One
was,
day it's gonna
I
hit
am
you like,
getting
"I'm just gonna run on to the store with this moo. I'm
I'm
just gonna
getting
change my
really
clothes."
close though. I told CFO that I wanted a bunch of t-shirt dresses, and that's so I could just throw them on, and all I have to do is put on my because thick thighs
Okay.
save lives and everything, but them shorts save chafing and everything else. So I put on a t-shirt dress, but if I go out in this heat, it might be cool to some, but for me, it's like putting me in a roasting pan and just
Oh gosh.
yeah.
And if
So
you ain't wearing no underwear, you might baste yourself
exactly. So yeah.
in the
Now that
roasting
is one
pan.
thing. Like, okay, that you may not have to because you done got rid of your woman parts and everything, so you don't ever have to wear them ever again. But for the sake of all humanity, please put something underneath if you're wearing a dress or a skirt, just for decency purposes.
Oh gosh.
If you're going out in public, just please.
Oh gosh.
It's just, nobody won't know. Well, somebody does, but just
I'm not the one who does.
I'm not the person and I'm not looking intentionally either. It's just, well, okay, thanks, but no thanks. Appreciate
It's one
it.
of those I can't turn away.
Yeah, because you're shocked, and at the same time,
Yeah.
and it's in the image is in your head. It's not like it's going. It's just like if we were right now sitting down at the local Publix and a alligator, crocodile, whatever, started walking across, you're not gonna want to stop looking because it's like, well, dang, there is a crocodile over here in Publix, just chilling, and it's like
This crocodile.
you
It's
can't
right
help it.
there.
Again, it's not a societal norm to just see someone putting groceries in their car and it's like, well, your skirt has come up, madam. You mind putting that down? Yeah, it's like,
Okay.
but okay, I have a question. I keep
Oh
asking.
Lord. Here come another question.
Okay. have you ever gone to the store with your bathing suit cover only? That's it. Bathing suit and a bathing suit cover.
So the short answer is no.
Wow. Okay.
And the long answer is my swimsuit is actually a shirt and pants.
All right, it is. I remember that.
So I wouldn't have what, I mean, even if I did, you wouldn't be able to really tell that it was
Right.
a swimsuit.
Because it does just look like, actually, in all honesty, it looks like a tennis.
A workout outfit.
Workout outfit, or you want to go play tennis or something like that.
Yeah.
Which I find that very, very cute. I do.
Thanks. I bought it for modesty purposes.
Yeah, I understand that. You're very modest.
I try to be, but yeah. So no, I've never been like to the store or something in my swimsuit, but even if I did, it wouldn't be uncomfortable because it's just pants and a shirt.
Right. Speaking of modesty, I'm asking you all these questions. I just have so many questions.
I feel like I'm being interviewed. But I guess essentially I am being interviewed.
So have you ever worn shorts shorter than a skirt?
No. Wait a minute. Shorts shorter than a skirt? I'm trying to figure out
okay, so like you have Bermuda shorts. They go down to your knee or close to your knee.
Right. But there are different lengths of shorts.
Yeah, and then there's those that are shorter than that. So most skirts, for your modest purposes, will probably come down to your knee, right? Or a little bit past. Like that'd be the shortest.
As old as I am now, they need to come down to my ankle. Because at this point, not for modesty's sake, but I have varicose veins now. So it's like, oh well, just cover my legs up. But no, when I was younger, I would wear short shorts.
Okay, so
I had the body to wear it then. I don't have the body. If I had the body to wear it, I would wear short shorts now. But I don't.
Well, you're still married, so obviously you have the body to wear it.
I don't have the. Well, I mean, technically, anybody got a body that's walking and breathing, they can wear it. But
exactly. Well, just because you don't
person.
think you look good, it doesn't mean someone else doesn't. I'm just saying.
Functionally, my thighs are up together, so I don't need to be wearing shorts.
Yeah, look, I bought some the other day, and I'm like, there's not enough deodorant, cornstarch, baby powder, whatever in the world for me to be putting these things on all the time.
Not cornstarch, you out here making a slurry.
Actually, someone told me if you can't find baby powder because of the talc, whatever it is, powder. Yeah,
talcum powder. Yeah,
talcum powder. There you go, talcum powder. You could use cornstarch, and I was like, I never looked. So I looked it up first to make sure, because I'm sitting here thinking this just doesn't sound right.
But it didn't last as long as talcum, though.
It doesn't. It doesn't last long, but it does work.
It's all natural. Talcum was synthetic. Yeah.
So I was like, okay. So I did try it. It didn't last long. I didn't even make it out the driveway. But I was like, cool. It did work though.
At least you tried. I've not purchased a pair of shorts since I was a teenager. I don't wear shorts. I haven't worn shorts since I was a teenager.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't like them.
They're not very comfortable in that aspect. But like I said, I wanted some because it's hot and I want to wear shorts. And I mean, the other...
I wear a dress for that purpose. So.
But then I have to wear shorts underneath because it's still rubbing.
Why?
The rubbing. The chafing. It's still there. It doesn't matter.
Stay inside.
For you,
that's what people like me do. We stay inside.
That's why that's another thing. I don't understand. You stay inside all the time, yet you dressed fully like someone's coming to visit you.
Oh, well, so that's a whole other conversation. That should definitely be another episode. People don't drop by my house.
I know they don't. That's why I don't understand it.
You better not drop by.
I have.
You're be standing outside.
I have.
No,
I have not, while you were not expecting me to do something, but
yeah. No, I'm talking about people who drop by, like the people who come by to visit. By.
Yeah, no, you gotta call.
You be sitting outside for a little bit, but anyway. So yeah, I'm dressed, but not to welcome any company. Just
but why?
I have to take my kid. Okay, I have to take my kid to school every day.
Yes, true, and you do have to get out of the car. That's fine. But when you come home, Take them off.
Why am I taking my clothes off because I came home?
Because you ain't got nowhere else to go. Unless you do. You just
Okay.
it's like you want to be ready in case a tornado hits at any moment's notice and you're dressed and ready to go. I don't
Yo, okay, so
understand that.
this is a whole other question. Like, I'm trying to figure out why is there a need to take your clothes off?
And
I mean,
get
if you have
comfortable.
like if your clothes got, but why? Okay, therein lies the issue. Kind of like with what you were saying earlier. Why does discomfort have to be associated with being fully clothed? Just because I have clothes on don't mean I'm uncomfortable. I have comfortable clothes on.
That is true. Most of my home clothes are very comfortable, and that's why I swap back into them most of the time.
What
I'm
are
just
home clothes?
whatever shorts, 2 short shorts that we wearing outside for one. Um, probably a very big t-shirt or a muumuu.
Oh my God.
A t-shirt dress without the bra. That would be ideal. Let's see. I'm gonna be honest with you. I just find jeans and anything associated with jean material uncomfortable. Like it's cute. It makes an outfit look good, even with this. And I have the perfect size. Like I have the ideal size to wear. I just like I don't like today when I was wearing blue jeans, pants, and a t-shirt. Those are my comfortable clothes. I'm very comfortable. But because of the day I had, I was like, no, I want out of these. I cannot just sit in these all day. And it's something about being home and just not being restricted in clothes. Like I can wear leggings almost all day or like yoga pants, something like that. I can wear that all day, sweatpants or some type of sweatpants, sweat shorts. But yeah, I don't know. It's something about being home where you just get comfortable. Like you're always ready to go to bed at a moment's notice. Just take a nap right there.
Yeah, no. Mm-mm.
So you don't want to take a nap.
I would love to take one, but I'm not saying I look like I'm about to. I mean, I'm not wearing my Sunday's best. Like my godfather, when he gets up, I mean, Monday through Saturday, like he's in a button down, khakis, belt, loafers, and that's just his casual clothes. Now that is like when I say fully dressed, he's fully dressed. Watch everything because he may have to run an errand or something.
But how long does it take you to get dressed to do that?
I mean, if that's what you wear every day, it's what you. I mean, I don't know. But I
I'm,
also have a friend who grew up. She was the baby girl of older, like she was the baby, and so she has older siblings and a lot of brothers and stuff. And she's like, she remembers like when she started going through puberty, like the rule changed for her. Like you don't come out of your room unless you're fully dressed. So like no pajamas or anything like that.
hmm.
And so even to this day, when she gets up in the morning, like she cannot sit around the house and lounge in pajamas. When she gets up, she gets dressed. Now, it's not to say that she's not wearing her Sunday's best, but it may be like a Fabletics outfit or something. So she is comfortable. She looks nice, but she's not wearing pajamas either.
I will wear my pajamas all day if I want to.
And she could too. She has a house that she pays for, but she just chooses not to.
Just
If she wants to, she could have, but that's just not what she wants to do.
I
But
think
my
that's
point
a
is the argument you're making is to wear something other than pajamas or oversized clothes is uncomfortable. But my point is you can be comfortable in something that's not that.
that is true. That's why I've changed my wardrobe to t-shirt dresses,
Oh my God.
yoga pants, sweatshirts, bigger shirts.
Why do these clothes have to be big? Why
I
can't
don't
they
know.
fit your body and be comfortable?
They some do fit my body comfortably, but I also just I don't know. I just prefer to have things kind of hang off of me about like my meat flaps.
If you
Just
don't
everything
wear a
just hangs.
bra, things are already hanging. So
Exactly.
I would think you would want a shirt that fits a little bit better to kind of hold them.
No, because then it shows more than I'm really willing to bear out. So
But you're at
especially
home, so why does it matter?
if I'm at home, but see, I'm more comfortable in bigger clothes. I'm just.
Interesting.
And
Okay.
I want to say it because I wasn't always like this, but I want to say it was after pregnancy where I was just like, It's just more comfortable to be wearing bigger clothes. It just is. I don't know. But my mother is like you as far as get up, get dressed. Now she's kind of laxed a little bit in her more recent aging process, but that's how she would. She wouldn't even go check the mail without a bra on. And I'm like, you're in the country. No one can see you. By the time someone sees you, they're looking at the backside of you. And she would not, never, would never go outside without a bra, dressed. So she would get up every morning and get dressed. And I just did not understand that. I was
Good for
just
you,
like,
Mom.
she doesn't do it as much now, but
Well, I mean, I don't live in the country either, so I can't imagine that. Like,
I would get up,
I might
go
take
check
a
the
chance if
mail.
I lived in the country, but
You wouldn't. Don't even tell
I
that.
said I might, I
Lie.
might, I
You would.
might, I
That's not
might.
even a might, not even a possibility.
But look, first of all, I wouldn't live in the country, so there
The
goes
egg,
that.
there you go.
There goes that.
There you go. And then the other part is the fact that you wouldn't be outside.
I do.
Period.
So there you go. Because we hadn't. Even, so let's get this straight. We hadn't made it to the country. That's an X. Going outside, X. So I can't even get to the point where I would try to wear a bra. Well, not wear a bra because I hadn't even made
Exactly.
it to the
You ain't.
location or going outside. Well, there you go.
Okay.
There goes people.
Oh, I did.
Challenge. I lost it.
Yep, you lost it, and you ain't even got to stage 3, like you said, was to go outside with that bra. I do have another reason why I prefer to wear a bra when I'm out. It collects sweat. It does collect sweat.
But I thought you're putting the cornstarch under there.
No.
Oh.
I didn't try. I didn't try there. I just in the thigh region. That was it, just to see if it really worked out well. But no. But
Well, that's why you
another.
wear pants.
Well, yeah, or longer shorts. Um, but the other thing I found, which I was doing this in like high school, was deodorant because it's a good
Oh my
non-stick.
gosh.
Hey, when you didn't have
No.
baby powder, that's what you did. You put deodorant. Put deodorant on every flap of meat, crease,
No.
corner, and
No.
one, not only does it stop sweating and it does not funk, but your legs don't stick together.
For the record, you were using antiperspirant.
Deodorant.
No, that's an antiperspirant.
What's the difference?
An antiperspirant, literally anti, it stops you from perspiring. It stops you from
Right.
sweating.
Yeah.
Deodorant stops you from smelling.
Okay, so it's both.
Now, commonly, yes, people have because it's normally scented and it has an antiperspirant. So my point, and I don't wear antiperspirant. I only wear deodorant. But
What?
currently, what?
Why? I mean, there's other
Because
ways.
of the chemicals. I was just gonna say, if you're putting them under every meat flap, so that's under your breast, in between your thighs, under your arms. I don't know what other flaps you have, but then you're just rubbing aluminum all over your body. No.
Oh, okay. I forget what stage in life you are right now.
What stage am I at? Other than old age.
You're vegan and more natural,
I've
doing
always
what
been
you
like anti-chemical. Like, yeah, I've been there since I was in my 20s. I just cannot. Mm-mm.
you just came out.
I said I cannot. Like
Oh,
this,
cannot.
like
Oh,
all the
okay.
chemicals that are like we were talking about the high C punch at McDonald's.
Mm-hmm.
I used to eat that, drink that, and a lot of stuff we used to eat back in the day that wasn't the most healthy. It was still natural,
Okay, yeah, I can see that. And some stuff.
but yeah, I mean, like just I don't know, just something as simple as cheese puffs or something. Really was like I said, it was fried. It wasn't good for you, but it wasn't laced with chemicals like it is now. Or they didn't use a lot of high fructose corn syrup the way
Preservatives.
yeah, all that was not present in our food back in the 80s and early 90s. Not to say not at all, but I don't think it was as prevalent as it is now.
The
So
the
I
what you
just
call it? I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you, but the FDA is FDA food drug. Yeah, the FDA, they don't regulate like they do in other countries where they don't allow certain things in their food. And it literally would be the same thing coming from the same company, but just because they regulate it because they don't want certain chemicals in it,
mhm.
and the FDA here just doesn't care to not
Yeah, they
have
know
that stuff
about
in
it.
there. Yeah.
Yeah, they know exactly what's in our food. But yeah, in America, we do allow a lot of chemicals that European countries, they deemed them illegal. So yeah, if I
Right.
ordered some foods that just kind of hard to find here, I rather that it comes from Europe because I know it doesn't have those chemicals in it. But
I understand completely.
yeah, so that is the stage of life I'm in. But my point is, it just didn't have it now. That's just kind of. I finally got my husband to cross over. I was so excited. He was like, "No,
So
you
y'all
gotta
are not
have."
using
We
even
wear
natural.
we wear deodorant. That's what I'm telling you. We
Or
wear
something.
deodorant. We don't wear antiperspirant.
Oh, okay.
So I want you to think we're walking around here funky, like some funky
No, I know
monkeys.
you're not.
No,
I know you're not that. I was just like, you're using the natural deodorant, is what I was
yeah, it's just
thinking.
the deodorant. Yeah, it just doesn't have aluminum in it. That's
Yeah,
all.
I got you. Because some people are allergic to the aluminum, and then they might be also allergic to something in the deodorant. Not sure. And another trick for that is to use alcohol pads. That'll
Hmm.
also help. But the thing is, you have to have them on you all the time because what we would do, if you ever forgot, if you ever
Alcohol
forgot,
pad.
you use an alcohol pad. If you ever forgot to put on deodorant, find you some alcohol pads, and that'll get rid of the funk and take care of the sweat issue that you have going on because it'll dry it all up.
Makes sense.
Yeah,
But
that's the
this
only.
is another question I have,
What's that?
and this is, I think, a Western thing. What's wrong with smelling like sweat?
Because some people funky. Some people's sweat is disgusting. Like everybody does. Like everybody's body odor isn't strong. Like I don't consider mine very strong. I consider mine mild. Because you know how some people be like, "Oh, I smell it myself." But yeah, you need to do. You like, I'm smelling you too. Like when that you have someone next to you said, you like, "Oh, you got a strong body odor." But like,
Yeah, if I smell you and you're next to me, that's an
yeah,
issue.
that's an issue, and it's not a. I don't think it's a Western thing because there has been history stating that in Africa, in some parts of Africa, they were teaching people how to wash. Like that was a thing. So yeah, because even in Egyptian, yeah, they were bathing. Jokers was washing. They don't want to be funky,
Well, I
perfuming it
didn't think
up.
about cleaning yourself. I'm just saying more so like this whole notion of extra cover-ups with scents. That's all.
Oh, like perfumes and stuff, or just.
Yeah. And it's not
Mm-mm.
to say in all other cultures they don't want to smell good. But so when I say Western, I'm talking about more, you know, developed countries, I would say.
Well, I would say that's still kind of off too because perfumes was a thing and it's still a thing because they just use more natural, you
Right.
know. So it's just
But
they
we
still
use
it's
more
a scent.
artificial stuff, I guess you're
Yeah,
right.
we use more artificial than the just regular oil. Cause see, like,
Yeah, give me some flowers and some juices and some berries. I'll take
right.
that.
Yeah. Cause they still want to smell good. They still want to smell like flowers or whatever. They want to be attractive in scent, but it's just not, you know,
Chemicals.
yeah, Armani or whatever the heck, it is.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, in
This
my
is
household, I do not care for, and I actually am trying to get away from like dryer sheets, but
oh yeah. Mm-mm.
buying like the wool um yarn is hard to come by and it's expensive. Um, but I don't
Wait a minute,
do,
what's the wool yarn for?
you throw that in there instead of doing dryer sheets and it'll get rid of the static. And you can, if you want to, you can drop essential oils onto the wool, let it dry, and then that'll help scent your clothes if you want them to smell a certain way. That's something I learned back when CEO was born because I was trying to figure out ways to not have chemicals in the clothes just because she had eczema. And, one of the things is to have, fragrance free detergent and all that stuff.
Right.
And it actually works out for me too because my sinuses and allergies, I don't care for fragrance, a lot heavy fragrance. So like perfumes and all that stuff, you got to be real light with that. Can't, dryer sheets have to be just about dang near fragrance free or something I can tolerate. But yeah, the wool balls you would make, you get wool yarn and you make them into balls of yarn. And yeah, you could put a couple of drops of like lavender oil or peppermint oil, whatever you want your clothes to smell like, or nothing at all. And you just put the wool balls in there and turn on the dryer. And as they're banging around in there like tennis shoes, it takes the static away. And it also helps dry the clothes faster because it's causing some friction in there. Yep. I
Interesting.
learned that off of somewhere. I can't remember where. And I was like, cool, I need to try that. And then I never got back to it. But yeah,
I've never tried dryer sheets before.
well, I do it mainly because I really don't have to. Really don't have to, but does keep some of the static out of certain clothes that we have. But
And maybe that's the problem. We just use regular clothes. We don't have fancy clothes, so we never have static.
whatever. Y'all have the most fanciest of fancy clothes. You
Mm-mm.
got to because you wash every day and you got to put on clothes every day. I got another question about bras, mind you. You know, you're not supposed to wash them all the time. You're supposed to wear them like what? We're not supposed to, but there's been suggested you wear them like 2 times or 3 times unless you actually are funky in them, and then you wash them. So
Wait
how
a
often
minute,
do you
what?
wash? Huh?
You say what now?
Supposedly, you're not supposed to wash your bra after every use. You're
Mm-hmm.
supposed to wear it like 2 or 3 times unless you actually funkify it. Then you wash it. So how
Who told you
often?
that?
Not who told me. It was something I read somewhere. It's,
Mm-mm.
so you wear yours, it goes straight in the dirty clothes.
At the end of the day, yes.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Just wondering. I was just curious.
No, according to my husband, I'm the reason why the water bill's so high. Because
It
yes,
is.
I do not believe in rewearing, reusing
And you
clothing, towels, face cloths, socks, nothing. You use it, you wash it.
but you at home all day.
What do you mean?
You at home all
I mean,
day.
that's true, but I'm trying to figure out what does that have to do with washing your clothes?
No, I'm not saying certain clothes will need to be washed. Don't get me wrong. I'm just thinking if you've not funked up your bra and you literally only wore it for 8 hours or 12 hours and you just sat, why do you have to take it off and put it in the dirty clothes? Like, what were you doing?
It's pull the shift, okay? That's the only reason I got for you. It pulled the shift.
That's the only reason I'm asking. Like, I understand if you actually
It
leave, you work,
expired.
you
It
sweat.
is. I worked. I just worked. Think about it. If you work in an office or whatever, you get in your car, you're in your house, you get in your car, you drive to work, you sit at your computer for 8 hours, and you drive home. So by that logic, technically, that was not dirty or funky either.
No, yeah, it is because
Why is it?
where we are in the heat that we have, even in the wintertime. No, you sweating in that car for a little bit.
Well,
You
okay, well
don't
then
walk.
technically, I sweated when I dropped my baby off at school.
Okay, but you ain't sweat that much. But in a way,
My God.
I'm just wondering. No, don't get me wrong. I am all for washing clothes. I'm not saying wear them a bunch of times and then no, I'm not. No, please wash your clothes, and I wash mine. I'm just
This is an
wondering.
endorsement. Please wash your clothes
Wash your clothes and wash your butt, please, and getting all the crevices behind the ear,
in that order.
and wash your towels and use 2 different washcloths when you are washing your face and your body. Thank you very much. That is the end of that
Oh my
PSA
God.
announcement.
There's another conversation. I don't put washcloths on my face.
So what do you wash your face with?
Facial wash.
Okay. But like don't you like never mind. Everybody don't do that. I think
What?
no, I had to think about that. Everybody don't use like everybody doesn't have a face wash rag and a body wash rag. Some people just like based on your sensitivity of your skin and things like that, you just
Yeah.
use water and
The
whatever. Yeah.
balls of your I just use the balls of my fingertips
Oh, I
as
thought you was
facial
about to say
wash.
something else, and I was gonna be like, "Well, that's disgusting," and I didn't need to know that.
Wait a minute. What? Back to these washcloths and washing
Washcloth.
clothes. So back to the bra and how often we're supposed to wash. So yes, my vote is you wear it once for however long you wear it, whether it's 1 minute or 8 hours. Once you put it on your body, it is once it comes off, it's dirty. So into the
So,
hamper it goes.
so you put it on, and 2 minutes later,
It has to go.
no,
Now
cause
the
he,
rule is you can put it back on in that day. I'm not saying that, like if, for example, you pulled the morning driving shift and you came home and took it off and laid down in your moo and you took a nap and now it's time to go grab your kiddo from school in the afternoon, you can put the same bra on because you're in the shift window. That's what I'm saying. Like you can put that bra back on. But now when it's time for tomorrow's shift, that's a new shift. So new bra. You can finish the shift. The bra may even like to do a double. It can do like overtime, like after 8 hours, if you still need to keep it on and do what you gotta do and go into the wee hours of the night, that's okay. But the shift is over once it comes off.
Hold on. What is you doing at night that requires a bra?
Well, again, like I said, I don't take my bra off until I go to bed. Like take my shower to go to bed. So if I put it on around 6:37 in the morning, I might not take it off until like 10 or 11 at night.
Who is? I'm sorry. The only reason I see you wear it, why you would need a bra on is if someone is visiting you, and I don't see why anybody's visiting
Why do
you
you have to put a
past dinner
bra
time.
on? Okay, wait a minute. Why does somebody have to visit you? Like, why does a visitor or
They don't have.
the hope of a visitor be the only reason why I have to put on a bra? Like, why can't I put on a bra because I want to wear one?
But why? Why do you want to wear one? That's why we're stuck
The
at it.
purpose, the purpose of a bra is to keep your boobs from laying on your stomach, to keep them upright. It's like being on an airplane. You want that tray to be in an upright, locked position.
One, I'm not getting on a plane if I can help it. Two, I
Wait
don't
a
need them
oh
jokers
God,
locked and loaded for nobody.
that's a whole other conversation, but okay. Yeah, I would rather them be where I put them and not be wayward and just walk around and flap all day. Like, didn't I just put y'all over here and now you're over here? Like, at least I know once I put them in a bra, they're where I told them to go and they're obedient.
No, they are dogs on a leash and they're stuck and they can't go anywhere. They're
And
stuck
that's
right there.
fine. That's fine. Stay on this leash and stay tied to that tree. There you go. And that's country.
Oh goodness
See, in the city, we
gracious.
can't do that. You cannot have a dog tied up in the yard. Like they have to be in the fence, but they cannot be tied up in the yard.
I don't think our well, yeah, we use anchors and tied ours up so that they were stuck on a chain because we didn't have fences. We did have a fence for one, but that goofy one kept climbing the fence and jumping out.
Oh gosh.
But anyways, yeah, we tied them down. We had them anchored. We had little anchors tie them down to keep them in the yard. Anyways, okay.
And that's what I have. I have them anchored and tied down.
All right. Well, free to tatas. I ain't got time for it. Um, but the washcloth thing, I understand not using the for the face, but I guess for me, it's just it's a thing. You have one that you wash, and you have the other one that you use for your body. Yeah, you use a lot of water because I guess because of how it was in the country and the fact that we were on well water, which is a whole nother thing. You could only use water so much at a time because if not, then you would drain the well to where you would start getting clay coming through the pipes. So you cannot use water, overuse water. So you'd have to, only wash once a week. You can only wash for so long once a week, and all that kind of stuff. So sometimes we had to reuse the same washcloth in a day or 2 days or whatever, just because we couldn't be using excessive water.
Oh my
But
gosh.
that's like I said, that's in the country. Well, then also in the country used to, everybody had to take a bath in that one bucket. And you didn't want to be the last person to take a bath in that bucket. Because that's
I
some
don't want
nasty
to be the
water by the
first
time you,
person.
huh?
I don't want to be the first person taking a bath in a bucket.
You had to be careful. You just had to be very tedious with water. So I mean, I get, now
Oh
it's
my
different now. You
god.
use your washcloth because like now I'm trying to teach my youngins because they don't understand wring out the white rag and hang it up, let it dry, and then put it in the hamper when you're done the next day. So it's I go in there and
This
wring
is
them
so
out, throw them in
interesting.
because they think they could just reuse the same one, and it's like no, it's probably got mold in it at this point because y'all don't wring out the rags.
See, I just toss them in the wash. I mean, in the hamper because I'm gonna wash them anyway. Like they're not gonna sit long enough for that to happen.
Well, no, that's the thing. It's like if I tell them, "Hey, go wash your face," or like now CEO, she can take a shower by herself. By the time I go in there the next day, because I'm not running it behind her, I'm too busy running behind the pastor. I go in there the next day because I'm like, I'll just go in and I'll throw them in there and I grab new washcloths and give it to them next time they take a bath or whatever. But when it's time for them to go wash their face, they're not going to grab a new rag. They're going to grab whatever rag that was back there. And it's like, I got to come back in behind them and, rewash their face or whatever before we go, or get up, do whatever we're going to do for the day or what have you. But got another question for you.
Oh, gosh.
And then we can close out. Has the deacon gone all day in his PJs ever?
Yeah.
Does he do that now? That's too long a doggone pause. That was a quick yes or no answer. And you were just like, how is this going to backfire on me?
Yeah. Like, I know the answer, but I know when I say the answer, you're going to be like, oh my gosh.
Does he do the same thing you do every day?
No, he can wear pajamas.
Until when?
I mean, for example, if we're going to just kind of be bumming around the house all day, he can wear his pajamas, but somewhere in the course of the day, I'm going to change them into a fresh set of pajamas.
Okay, I understand that.
So I'm okay with you wearing pajamas as long as they match. It's a set, like you're not going to walk around with mixed match pajamas on. I can't stand that.
What?
Like, it needs to be a set. It needs to look decent. Like,
Pastor's wearing a t-shirt right now and a diaper. That's all he has on for his PJs.
Oh no. Mm-mm. Yeah, he has his pajama sets are like, they're sets. They're meant to go together. So and he's like that. Like, he'll tell you, like, he prefers to wear pants. He's a pants and shirt kind of person. So I have to make him wear the short sets, and he has to wear socks. Like, I need my socks on, I need my shorts and my shirt. Like,
who's sleeping with socks on their feet?
My child. I'm trying to teach him to take them off, but he likes to wear socks when he goes to bed. So if that's what he wants,
okay,
he's not hot. I don't care.
Child's different. Okay, I'm thinking.
But I don't wear socks when I go to sleep. But
at least we got that in common. Somebody say what
he wants. There you go. Add that to the list. Number 3. 3 things.
3.
We love Jesus. We wear socks. We don't wear socks when we go to bed, and we don't believe in being hungry. All right, there you go. 3,
we got this
3 things he has in common. So yeah, the answer is yes, he can wear pajamas all day if we're not going to go anywhere. I don't care. But if he's going to go outside to play, he has to put on clothes.
Okay, yeah. Well,
we're not going to go outside and play in pajamas. We're not doing that.
Well, I let mine go play in the puddle one time in their PJs.
No.
Because, well, I also let him go barefoot too. I think I told you about that one. Yeah, I think I did.
Like, if you're going to play in puddles, you wear rain boots.
Yeah, they had on flip-flops or no shoes at all.
Oh my gosh. No. Even my child don't even want to do, like, he wouldn't want to do that.
Yeah, water was cold.
And like, even in his shoes, he'll tell you, no, my shoes aren't even wet. Exactly. That's my boy. we don't get our shoes wet. No, we're not doing that.
Oh goodness. I don't care if your PJs match, because mine aren't going to match most of the time, because I'm probably, if you buy me matching sets,
So when your pajamas, you go to bed, your pajamas don't match?
No, probably not. I'm probably wearing shorts and a big t-shirt. That's probably what I'm
big clothes. Okay.
I am wearing a large t-shirt, or I might, if I do wear, something that is a pajama set, I'll probably wear the pants and probably find a shirt that may not match, because it's probably a big t-shirt. So I don't know. It's comfortable. But the CEO, she's gonna wear whatever she wants. I don't care, and as long as she at least puts on she can wear PJs all day long. That's fine. Just make sure you wear shorts underneath it, like you're wearing a dress. If you're wearing like one of the gown ones.
Wait a minute. What? Why does she have to wear shorts under her dress?
Under her nightgown?
Yeah.
Just modesty purposes. That's it. Because
you're at home.
Yeah, she's at home, but no, I don't want to see her butt cheeks.
That's why you wear underwear.
And her behind is like ours.
Okay, I'm
Them
confused now.
draws is
So
just not
if I have on
covering
the dress,
everything.
so how long is the dress?
Oh, go down her knees or whatever. But she's one of those that it'll hike up in the back and she won't pull it down.
Oh,
So
okay. I'm trying. Yeah, okay. I was trying to figure this out. I'm like, you have on
yeah,
this
because she
long enough.
doesn't.
You have on underwear.
Yeah, because she doesn't pull it down or keep it down. She doesn't sit like a lady. None of that stuff. So if you're gonna wear a
I
nightgown, that's
got you.
fine. You're gonna have to wear shorts underneath it. Um, and your pastor, well, when he gets up in the morning, and if I don't catch him, well, that joker's wearing a big t-shirt and he doesn't have on underwear because he done took his diaper off. He done threw it in the trash. And yeah, he is Commando City. So when I get up, and if I don't remember in the morning, because he's wearing this giant t-shirt too. He was wearing matching ones, but now
So
he's
wait
in,
a minute.
huh?
Why is he wearing a giant T-shirt?
We just didn't go buy him any more PJs. He's got big t-shirts he can wear, and they have stains on them or whatever. They're old, that some night t-shirts that maybe the CEO wore at one point, and they're just big t-shirts. So, and he's comfortable with them. He doesn't mind. I mean, he likes to wear matching ones sometimes, but for the most part, I mean, a big t-shirt, he's fine, and he will go outside in the backyard. I have
In a big
banned him
T-shirt.
from the front yard because I will forget he doesn't have on underwear, and he will come out to the front yard.
Okay, wait a
Like
minute. So he
hmm,
goes outside with no underwear on.
he will, and I have to chase him back in the house.
It's the Garden of Eden. Okay.
But I'm not allowing this. Don't get me wrong. Now, if he's in the backyard, I'm a little more lenient because it's fenced in, you can't really see. But in the front
Wait a
yard,
minute.
no.
What do you mean you're not allowing it? Like he walked out the house, so it's not like he walked out because he wanted to. Like he had to say, "Mom, can I go out?" And then you were like,
Are we
"Yeah."
talking about in the backyard or in the front yard?
Either way, how do you leave the house and your
We're not
mom not know?
leaving the house. I will, like, let's say I'm taking the trash out. I will go out the door. I will pull the door up, and then I will throw it. Before I can get to the trash can, this joker done heard the door go beep beep. He's running out. Mommy, boy, get back in the house. What are you doing? You don't have on underwear. And then he's like, but garbage, boy, you are naked. You're just walking
Okay.
around here.
Okay, so that's my next question. When he wakes up in the morning and he snatches the diaper off, why doesn't he put unders on then?
Because he can't reach them. And there's a perfectly good reason why he can't reach them. He cannot be trusted. He cannot be trusted to do anything, honestly, by himself. It just, goodness gracious.
Okay.
And of course, need to wipe him down after he takes his diaper off because he's probably peed in it. And
Right, of course.
and he probably won't put them on right. And then he has this thing where he puts them on, and we had to go up a few sizes because he's complaining about things either falling out or they're too tight or they're not fitting, whatever.
Not falling,
Yeah.
not falling.
And it's my first time doing all this, and this, we're in public, and he's like, Mom, it hurts. And he's grabbing it's like,
Oh,
dude, like, I'm like, I don't know what you want done with it. Fix it. Like, just, but anyways, yeah. His father has told him several times not to walk out the back door with nothing on him because he said mosquitoes gonna get a hold of his butt. And I said, he'll be all right. He'll learn his lesson. He won't come out here no more with his butt out. He hasn't learned his lesson. He still comes outside with his butt out. But
oh my God.
yeah, I try to catch him because the thing is he likes to wrestle and stuff. And just like the CEO needs to have on shorts, and her butt don't need to be out. Well, neither does his. Neither does his. But yeah, they can wear PJs all day long. I don't care. I don't even care. I'm not probably gonna swap them until the next day if they've worn them all day. I have to tell them that. Give them, bath and stuff. But yeah, if we're at home all day, I'm not gonna force them to go take a bath or anything like that because you've not done anything but sit around all day. We'll make sure we get a bath tomorrow though, the next day, because you need to, because you're funky. But I'm just not fighting. I'm not fighting them. It's more of a headache to fight them, to get them to take a shower every single day. Since now I've gotten them both to taking showers. It's more of a headache to get them in there than it is to, you know what, just go to bed and I'll hit you up tomorrow because
Oh,
you ain't done nothing no way. You've been at home all day. You ain't been outside. You ain't done nothing but watch TV and sit. I'm not fighting you. Especially if they've taken a bath the day before. I'm not going to fight them for it. It's just too much work. But so you have one. So, and then the way you are with your bras and stuff, I'm just saying. But I will say though, my sports bras get washed every time because I'm probably sweating in them at some point.
I see. I can't stand sports bras, by the way.
Well, it's because they don't stay engaged.
Engaged.
They don't say locked and loaded. They're free.
Yeah, it's just and then unless it's a really like nice one, like you can get the uni boob situation, and they're
Yeah.
still touching. I don't want them touching. That's the whole point why I put a bra in the first place. I don't want nothing touching. So yeah, y'all can keep the sports bra.
I don't even notice it. I don't notice it at all. Not
That's the
unless I'm
point of wearing
sweating.
a bra.
No, unless I'm sweating, do I notice? And then
Oh
I'm
my
like,
God.
yeah, I need to do something or we're gonna look really nasty out here.
Oh my God.
But anyway, friend, it has been amazing talking to you, learning something new. That your
As
laundry,
always,
your water bill is high as all get out.
it is, and I wash 2 loads a day.
That's another thing. You wash clothes every day. Every
I
day.
try to. At least 1 load. I was gonna say sometimes I can do 2 if it's towels and yeah. But anyway, yeah, at least like a load is going now. But I'm a minimalist. Let's put that on the record before we go, so that the people know I'm not wasteful. I'm a minimalist, so I don't like a lot of stuff. I don't have a lot of space in my house, so I like to keep things. Everything has a place. I don't like things out of place, and so I only have so many towels, so many washcloths, things like that, because I don't want a whole bunch of stuff. I don't want to wash once a week and have a million towels. I would just rather wash the towels that I have.
I mean, I get it, but okay. But then again, I'm not a minimalist. I tend to hold a lot of stuff just in case I might need it.
Yeah, I throw stuff away all the time.
See,
Or
I'm
give
not.
it away. I
I
give it
see.
away, throw it away. Yeah, I'm giving away some stuff tomorrow. I just, get rid
I
of it. If
see.
you're not using it, let it go. But I just want to make sure that people knew that I'm not, there's a reason why I wash.
It's because she only has 6 bras.
Oh, no, I have more than that. Mm-mm.
You have to because goodness, they're going through shifts. This is my AM bra. This is my lunch bra. This is my PM bra.
Oh, wow. Shade.
Oh golly, city and country. My goodness.
We
My
strike again.
Yeah, here we go again. Well, moral of the day story is
Pay your trash bill.
pay your trash bill. Make sure you got a car big enough to carry a trash can and wear your bra if you want to. There you go.
The end.
The end. I'll talk to you later.
All right. Bye.
Bye. Follow us for updates on our IG page at City Country Chicks.